I'm here in Clondalk, County Wexford, where Michael Goff trains a select bunch of point-to-pointers. This is his first season with a handler's permit and has 3 winners on the board to date. Michael is no stranger to the point-to-point circuit, or in fact the winner's enclosure, having owned and pre-trained several point-to-pointers in recent years. Michael, you've been involved with horses for a long number of years.
Too many years, yeah. Far too many.
I believe you started off with a greyhound and then sold it and upgraded it to a pony.
Yeah, I was about 10 or 11 years of age and my father gave me a greyhound and we sold that, bought a pony and done the hunter trial thing, done the show jump and done all that and progressed. Then we bought a mare off Paddy Stamp and broke her, rode on a few point-to-points and started breeding over then. Probably 16 or 17 years of age at that stage.
And how did the riding and point-to-pointing go yourself?
I'd leave it to the better lads now. I finished second one day down below in Killinnick, but I wouldn't have been this stylish, shall we say. And back in those days, I wouldn't be as technical as what it is now either.
Yeah, it's very technical now. And I believe you've 17 horses in training here at the moment.
Yeah, lads in tipping around there, young lads, couple getting ready there to go ahead with now and what have you.
Yeah. And when you go to the sales, everyone's going and they're wanting to, you know, bring home a winner. But what are you looking for? I know Clondalk Court, you were telling me earlier on, didn't maybe have the best page, but he certainly was a good racer.
Yeah, but you're like, I honestly believe you have to buy a horse before you buy the page or the pedigree. Like, there's no point in having a pedigree if you haven't got the animal to go with it. Mm-hmm. So I normally look at the horse first and then I look at the pedigree later on in the day if I like the horse. But like, you can see an awful lot of nice horses, but some of those horses, they'd have to just click with you. Like, you just, like the day we bought the old Clondalk Kemper fella, I think his number was 133 in the sales, and I was after having him out 2 or 3 times, and Colin rang me then, Bo, and he said to me then, I have a lovely horse here to look at, and both of us were in agreement, and he was a right horse, and he won the Land Rover bumper for Colin and then the bet. But like, he wasn't a big horse, but still he was a very athletic looking individual with a very good walk, and just something that'd take your eye.
Yeah. And this is your first year with the handler's permit, but before that you pre-trained an awful lot of horses. Yeah,
I would have pre-trained a good few horses there. A lot of the horses, most of the horses went to Colin Bow there. You know, we had great success there and sure, things were grand.
Good. And what made this year? Why did you decide to get your own handler's permit?
Why? Sure, I had a good few horses there left over from last year, and I wasn't going to pay a bill on a heap of those lads there that mightn't have been great, and we had a couple of nice lads as well, and sure, it was time to do it. It was as simple as that.
Good. And when you come home from the sale with your 3-year-old, what's the regime to get them ready to run as a 4-year-old and hopefully go and win first time out?
Sure, we'd start off breaking them, putting the old tack on him there, see what's done, lunging him straight away over a solid pole, get him jumping, getting bending their old legs and that. After a month of that or 3 weeks of that, you'd start riding him out and tipping away with him, and once we'd have him riding well enough, we'd go over the road to Michael Condon's place there and we jumped the old hunter trial course heat of there, do the old banks and the solid jumps, and you know, you tip away down to the beach with him then after that and go and jump a few old solid ditches and, you know, harden them up, make him into horses. We turn him away then for a while and we bring him back and start on again. And
this morning you had a bunch of 8 lovely horses down in Ballydarragh. Talk me through those. The first 2 were 2 very nice 4-year-old beneficials.
Red Devil Star's a lad there, he's entered to run the weekend. He goes well, he wants a bit of nicer ground than what we've had this morning. He jumps very well, he settled well there this morning, so hopefully if the ground wasn't too bad the weekend we'd run him. The second beneficial is a fella that came out of sales, a very cheap individual, and I think he could be a right horse. He has an absolutely terrible name called Mixed Lad. So I didn't name the horse, by the way. You know, that's him. He's about a month, I'd say, off running. Yeah. The dam is after breeding a bumper winner. I think she was a supreme leader mare. So you'd be hopeful of those 2 lads there. Yeah.
The second lot then was the Oscar horse that Harley rode and the Scorpion horse that James rode. They look to jump very well. Yeah, the Oscar horse looks to be maybe a little bit special. He jumps, he travels, he don't show you a whole lot at home. He's just behind you the whole time, but the minute you bring him away to do something, it's the very same as turning a switch on in the horse, he just ignites. He's very good, travels very well.
Has a right turn of foot as well. Probably won't run him now. Another 3 weeks or that, thereabouts. Done a little bit with him last week. And we'll probably give him a couple of easy days there now. He's done enough like for a 4-year-old. Yeah, but he's a big, fine, strapping horse. You couldn't fault him in any way. The Scorpion lad that went with him is a little bit more backward. He jumped away the finest. He's just, the penny hasn't really dropped with that fella yet. Realistically speaking, he'll want better ground, and he's probably maybe a month to 6 weeks off running.
Yeah. Now to the third lot, Mick, another 2 nice young horses.
Yeah, the High Chaparral lad is over, Newtown Dancer. She's a black type mare. He's a big 16-3, 17 hands horse. He's still a little bit weak. Probably a very good horse. I don't know if he'll run this before the end of the season this year. He might wait till the fall with him. But he jumps, he travels, he settles. I think he's a very, very, very nice horse. The King's Theatre lad that went with him there, we'll potter away with him and see what he does. Literally very green, you know.
Yeah, he looked it this morning.
Yeah, he's very green. He's running around a bit, hanging. We'll give him time, probably leave him till the fall as well. But the High Chaparral, if he stays going the way he is, we probably will run him now on a bit better ground, but he's a very nice horse.
Brilliant. The last lot then, both of these horses already ran this year.
Yeah, Don Camillo ran. First day he ran, he was third, only beaten a couple of lengths. He was up in Collins. He ran a fortnight after that down below in Ballybunion. The ground was gone quick. He wants to cut in the ground. He pulled up that day, but we're back with him here now, and I'm absolutely over the moon with him. He's a gorgeous big horse. The Clondaw Frisbee horse, he's a 5-year-old. He ran once in Ballinaboola, finished third. Missed the first fence in Ballinaboola. Harley was settling him out the back. Missed the first fence. He was lucky to stand up. He's an exceptionally good jumper. Frightened himself a little bit in Ballinaboola. Stumbled over the last. Finished third. He would have finished second. Going there, we thought he couldn't be beaten in it because he's a right engine. He's a good cruising speed, and he's actually very good to jump. So, like, we'll go the next day, probably Sunday week. We'll go with him now wherever we're going. I'm not sure yet, but he's a right horse. He came out with a Land Rover sale. Dick Frisbee said to me in the Land Rover sale that he was after seeing a lovely horse. He was selling horses, so he said, if you don't buy him, I'm going to try and buy him myself. So I bought him, and so hence he's called Clondaw Frisbee. That's where he got his name.
Very good. Michael, we're here with Clondaw Dude. He won extremely impressively in Ballydarragh last weekend.
Yeah, he was exceptionally good. He ran in Ballinaboola a couple of weeks beforehand. He came on a good bit from the run in Ballinaboola. We changed our tactics as regards riding as well. Dropped him out in Ballinaboola, and I think Harley thought he was riding It's the Brack, but was prominent now in Liam Kenny's there, and sure, he done it exceptionally well. He jumps, he travels. Probably the makings of a right horse. We were going to go for a winners with him. And Bright was on to us and convinced us to go to the March 13th sale with him, so that's where we'll go.
Brilliant. And where did you actually buy this horse?
He was the Land Rover horse. Bought him in the Land Rover. We were after watching him for a little bit, and I was actually down looking at another horse when he came into the ring. He's out of a Dookie mare, and I was after having a bit of success with Dookie mare's progeny, so I asked Colin Bowe to have a look at him in the ring, and sure, he bought him, and I saw this lad coming out with big long fetlocks and what have you, but he was massive, like.
Yeah.
You know,
he really
he's massive. He's massive, but riding him, he don't actually ride like a massive horse. And when he's jumping, he actually hurdles his fences. Yeah. He wants to be ridden thereabouts. He's a right good turn of foot, and hopefully he could be in.
Hopefully.
Yeah, all things going well.
Who do you have riding out here for you this morning?
Sully is here and Harley is here, the two of those. Sean Flanagan is normally here, but he's gone to Tipperary to Harry Kelly's this morning. I think he's riding a horse or two from the weekend. Three very, very, very good lads. Like Sean was in America there for a while. He came back. He's absolutely flying here at the moment. When he rides a horse, he'd come back and he'd give you a very good feel. He'd tell you exactly what is what with the horse, and you can go by him. Harley will ride all the point-to-pointers here. Sure, he was top novice last year. Barring something goes wrong, he'll be top novice again this year. Horses travel well, very well for him. They jumped for him, and he is fearless.
He really is.
Absolutely lunatic. Sully then is here. Sully is tipping away there, the finest, and sure, keeps going the way he is. Sure, he'll get a couple of rides there as well. Like, he's a grand lad, comes in, does anything he's asked to do, rides anything he's asked to do, and in fairness, he's riding well.
Good.
So you'd be happy with what we have there at the minute. You would be very happy with him.
It has to make, you know, your life a bit easier when you can say to these lads, you know, what did you think of the horse, and they can give you good feedback. Yeah, they give you plenty of feedback. Like, you know, you'd see him there today, what we were doing today, like they're tipping away the finest. Lads, you know, some lads there, we'd be doing a bit of work with him and what have you, and they'd come back and like they tell you this is a week or 40 or 3 weeks off a run. Yeah. But in general, like, we'd have a fair idea ourselves at home here before we go away. But, you know, it's great to have lads with such experience there as well. Of course it is. And sure, like, without them, things wouldn't be going as well as they are. Michael, the facilities you have here are second to none.
Yeah, we started off here in 2004, and we built this indoor barn first. Progress, then we had to put in a 2 furlong circular gallop. We done the yard outside then, just left the roofs high so there'll be plenty of air, ventilation in them, and normally when the horses come in they go to the yard outside first, and then when everything is okay and what have you, we bring them in here. After the 2 furlong circular gallop, we were finding it hard to do work on it, so we put in a 3 furlong or 3.5 furlong shoot off that. Oh, excellent. So you'll be able to tip away like you do enough at home. It's not a straight gallop, it's a bit in and out, but still we get plenty done with it. Yeah. We need something then for breaking horses and what have you, so we put in an arena outside there, fenced it in, looks grand, and so we have the old walker there as well. You know. So you've everything you need to train winners? Sure, you'd be hoping you train a few anyway. You'd like an all-weather school. That's probably the next thing hopefully we'll do now as well. Brilliant. In the winter time here it's very heavy, and you wouldn't do a lot of schooling at home. We normally put the fences on the gallop and school away, but we'd use the gallop fairly deep as regards sand-wise, and it's just you'd be hammering it up to try and firm up the sand before you put the fences on it. So it's a little bit of messing around, shall we say. So we will go for an all-weather school. Brilliant. Michael, you buy an awful lot of 3-year-olds to Land Rover sale, but you also buy a lot of foals and yearlings. Yeah, we'd be in the sale, sure, and depending what's there, or let's say you're after having a full brother or a half brother to a young horse that came in the sales, you try and buy him. That lad we're looking at there at the minute, he's a full brother to Red Devil Boys. I pre-trained him here. He went to Columbo's. He won his point-to-point very impressively. He went on to England and he was second in a bumper, and he's won 4 since, and I think he's a very good horse. So you try and buy the like of those lads there. The next lad there is a Court Cave. Over right old pedigree with him. I'm after being very lucky here with Court Caves. We Clondalk Court and we Clondalk Banker. Clondalk Banker was sold there in December. He's gone to Nicky Henderson's. He's won a point-to-point for us in Corraheen and Cork. He's gone to Henderson's and he's come out and he's won a bumper there for Henderson. So hopefully now he thinks that he's going to give him one more bumper and he's going to keep him as novice for next season. Super. So the like of those lads there. The guy up above him there is a Westerner. Westerner's like heavy ground. He's a grand lump of a lad. He's going to be a massive big horse. So, you know, we'd tip away with the like of those lads if we could. We bought 4, I think, there in the last sales, yearlings. We bought Stowaway, which I absolutely love the sire. There was a Golan, a Fleming's Furch, and what was the last one? A Nask. Right. A young sire, lovely horse. Yeah. So, you know, you'd try and tip away, and sometimes, like, once you go to the Land Rover Derby sales, the 3-year-olds can be expensive, and sure, if you thought you were getting a bit of value there, sure, you'd try and walk away yourself as well. Brilliant. Harley, the last time I was talking to you was in Ennis. You were just after winning the novice title, and this year you're having a great season as well. Yeah, things are going very well. I've had 8 winners so far this year. Should be happy with the way things are going in front in the novice title. So hopefully I can give Robert James a pay now for the rest of it. And tell me, who have you ridden all the winners for? I've had 4 for Michael Goff, who worked for mainly and school for.
I've had 2 for Liam Kenny. I do a lot of schooling for Liam and all as well. Liam's been very good to me as well. And 1 for Dunne, who's been fairly good to me the whole time as well since I turned back. And I'm not sure who the last one was for.
It's been going well anyway.
I was in Maryland State, it's just outside Baltimore. I was there for 3 months and I came back for about 2 months and had to go back again. I was kind of trying to get visas and stuff sorted out there. So that's where I was.
Do you think you'll go back?
No, I'm here, I'm happy here, and I have a job with Harry Kelly, and I'll be here as much as I can and that, so it's grand, you know.
And I believe when you were in America you rode your 100th winner.
That's right, yeah, I rode my 100th winner down in Camden. It's a fine big track, kind of like Leopardstown, and so it's grand.
Good. And how often are you here with Mick?
It varies. I try to get down to Harry as much as I can, and I'll be here kind of usually 3 or 4 days a week, and it's grand. I really like it here, and Mick is not too bad, so it's grand.
He's easy enough to work for.
Very easy to work for, in fairness.
Katrina, you've always been involved in horses up through Pony Club and things like that.
Yeah, I would have had a great interest in the horses before I had kids. I kind of would have any competition that was on the weekend, I'd have been going to it, or I used to go hunting a lot and would have really had a keen interest in it. So.
And how do you manage at the moment? When I was out in the yard, there's 5 or 6 dogs around, there's 17 horses, you've 5 kids, you have to look after Mick, you're working full time. How do you manage it all?
Yeah, well it is busy, like, but it's a lovely lifestyle as well, and I think it's great for the kids. They have lots of space, and you know, they get to go to the point to points every weekend, and they meet, you know, the point to point community is lovely. You're out meeting people, you know, same faces every weekend, lots of friendly people, and it's great for the kids. And like, it's hard work, but we enjoy it, and I don't think you'd be able to do it unless you really love the horses and we're passionate about it. So
on a Sunday morning you load up 5 kids and off you go to the point to point?
If it was a local point to point, I'd try my best to get to it. When, you know, it's hard when they're small, but I'd love getting to the point to points. So load them all up and off we go, and kind of everyone scatters when they see the Goff kids coming, but it's all good fun.
With being so busy and work and kids, do you get out riding the horses much yourself?
Well, I'm trying to get back at it again. Like, I'd love to. It's a luxury at the minute that I can't really get to do at the minute, but you know, she's the youngest now, and when she's up and going, I can see kind of getting out a bit more. And coming into the good weather now for the summer, and that I'm out and about with the kids and ponies, and hopefully I might get back and do a bit of hunting, or please God, a bit of shoulder for babies in time to come. But yeah, it's all fun.
We've seen lots of the horses here today in Michael Goff's and all the facilities. And Michael, thank you very much for letting me ride out that one lot. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And we'll see you soon on P2P TV.
I think you've another lot to go here still. There you go.
Oh, really?
Yes, good luck to you.
Oh, thanks.
Bye.